Brett, thanks for joining us. So why are the police taking so much heat on this?
Well, to be completely frank, some of the observers and critics who witnessed what went on in Ottawa over the weekend feel like there is a racist double standard on display with regard to how police react and apply force in crowd control and protest situations. On Friday, as trucks began to filter into Ottawa, the Ottawa police put out on Twitter a creative graphic with a picture of a truck on it, welcoming people and advising that the police's role is to facilitate peaceful protest. The following day, on the federal side, National Security Police whisked the Prime Minister away to a secure location somewhere within the National Capital Region that they refused to disclose. So there's kind of a discrepancy there, and the Ottawa police particularly are being accused of responding with a kid gloves almost, while often responding with a heavy hand to protests that are Indigenous led.
And so what are the police saying is the rationale for this?
Sure. Well, the Ottawa police have been putting out press releases every evening updating people on how they've handled these demonstrations. The most recent one that came out Sunday night indicated that their resources have been really stretched out by this. They also stated that they have refused to tow cars or, do any sort of enforcement action because they're afraid of initiating a confrontation. Now, this response is also garnering some criticism because it makes people wonder whether, this really is a peaceful protest. If police are standing by while people are committing crimes because they're afraid to initiate a confrontation, what does that say about the way, the force is applied here in Canada? I don't think anyone is necessarily advocating for this to be, cracked down on. I think what people want to see is equality for this, clear double standard not to exist.
Yeah. And what do you think, what's the political response to this?
Well, this dominated quite a bit of discussion today on Parliament Hill. One thing that's interesting for me is that 2 years ago, in February, during the height of the Wet'suwet'en and Solidarity blockades, Aaron O'Toole, the current Tory leader, came out condemning those illegal blockades, saying they are an illegal assault on people's freedom of movement. Now, 2 years later, he went to meet with the truckers as they filtered their way into Ottawa to proceed to blockade most of the city. So critics are seizing on that and accusing that of being a little bit of a hypocritical stance. He furthermore proposed to institute a ban on critical infrastructure blockades so police could go in and clear those up without an injunction, and people are, suggesting that this is more evidence that those policy initiatives are racially motivated. That being said, Trudeau isn't really escaping from this unscathed either. He's been accused of politicizing public health measures and really also sowing some discord here, so no one's really getting out scot-free, and the debate's certainly going to continue.
Lots of angry people out there, and it seems like it's on every side. If you've got extremes on the left or on the right, everybody's sort of glommed onto this just as an outlet for their anger. Certainly lots to watch, and I guess we'll see how people answer for this in the days to come.
Absolutely.